My brothers and sisters, imagine if a person wants to run a marathon but never trains. The day comes and they run for 2 minutes, then they collapse. Why? Because they didn't prepare. Life is the same. You need training physically, mentally, and spiritually to succeed. But the question is, are you taking time to train yourself? Train your heart to be at peace? My brothers and sisters, many of us walk around with hearts that are heavy. We are upset about what someone said, angry about what someone did, stressed about things that may never even happen. But tell me, does that stress change anything? Does that anger fix anything? No, it only steals your peace. You see, life will always bring challenges. People will disappoint you. Situations will frustrate you. But you have a choice: either you let every little thing affect you, or you train your heart to be at peace. And that peace, my brothers and sisters, does not come from the world around you. It comes from within. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you are in the hands of the Almighty. Some people hold on to grudges as if it will help them. But my brothers and sisters, when you refuse to forgive, who suffers? Not them, you. You lose sleep, your heart aches, and your mind is restless. Why give someone that much control over your peace? Let go, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And then we have people who are never content. No matter what they have, it's never enough. They see someone with a new car and suddenly their own car feels old. They hear someone got a promotion and suddenly their own job feels small. But my brothers and sisters, when will it end? If you keep looking at what others have, you will never appreciate what you have. And if you are always comparing, you will never be at peace. Now, let's talk about overthinking. Some of us analyze everything. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? What if they don't like me? My brothers and sisters, overthinking is like sitting in a rocking chair. It keeps you busy but gets you nowhere. Instead of drowning in what ifs, why not focus on what is? The present moment is all you truly have, so learn to embrace it. And then, there are those who chase happiness in the wrong places. They think, if I get this job, I'll be happy. If I move to this country, I'll be happy. If I marry this person, I'll be happy. And guess what? When they get what they wanted, they still feel empty. Why? Because train your tongue to speak good. Even in difficult times, you will find your mindset shifting. Then there are those who never express gratitude. Someone helps them, and they act like it was owed to them. They receive a blessing, and they focus on what they didn't get instead. My brothers and sisters, appreciation is a habit. The more you practice it, the more peace you will find. When you train your tongue to say thank you, I appreciate you, and may you be blessed, you not only uplift others, but you also uplift yourself. And let's not forget how we speak to the people closest to us. Some of us are polite to strangers but harsh to our own family. We choose our words carefully with outsiders but speak with no filter to our loved ones. My brothers and sisters, your family deserves your best words, not your worst. The way you speak at home shapes the environment you live in. A house filled with kind words will always feel warm, no matter how small it is. But a house filled with harsh words will always feel cold, no matter how big it is. So my brothers and sisters, the tongue is small, but its impact is huge. It can heal and it can harm. It can build and it can break. It can bring peace and it can bring destruction. The choice is yours. Train your tongue to speak good and you will see goodness come back to you. Train your mind to think positively. My brothers and sisters, the way you think shapes the way you live. Some people, no matter what happens, always see the worst in every situation. If they wake up in the morning, they say, oh no, another stressful day. If they have a small challenge, they say, everything is going wrong. But let me ask you, does thinking this way make life any better? No, it only makes things harder. You see, life is full of ups and downs. Every single person you meet has struggles, but the difference is in the mindset. Some people go through a small problem and break down completely, while others go through major struggles but still find reasons to smile. Why? Because they have trained their minds to think positively. Now, think about this. How many times do we assume the worst? If someone doesn't reply to our message, we think, maybe they are ignoring me. If we face a delay in life, we think, maybe nothing good is meant for me. My brothers and sisters, why do we always jump to negative conclusions? Why do we always assume bad instead of good? Maybe that person was busy. Maybe the delay is actually protecting you from something worse. Maybe what you see as a setback is actually a setup for something better. And then we have those who constantly worry about things that have not even happened yet. Some people sit for hours stressing over what ifs. What if I fail? What if I get sick? What if people don't like me? My brothers and sisters, worrying does not solve tomorrow's problems, it only steals today's peace. Instead of focusing on the negative possibilities, why not focus on the positive ones? What if I succeed? What if everything works out? What if something amazing is coming my way? And let's talk about gratitude. Some people have everything they need, yet they focus on what they don't have. They wake up in the morning with health, but instead of saying Alhamdulillah, they say, why don't I have more? They have food on the table, but instead of appreciating it, they say, why isn't this better? My brothers and sisters, if you always focus on what is missing, you will never see what you have. But when you train your mind to find blessings in every moment, you will realize that happiness was always within your reach. And then there are those who allow negative people to shape their thinking. Some people surround themselves with complainers, with people who always see the worst in everything. And what happens? They absorb that negativity and soon they start thinking the same way. My brothers and sisters, your environment affects your mindset. If you surround yourself with those who always complain, you will become a complainer. But if you surround yourself with those who find solutions, who see the good in every situation, your mind will start to do the same. Now, let's be realistic. Thinking positively does not mean ignoring problems. It does not mean pretending everything is perfect. No, it means choosing to see the light even in dark times. It means knowing that even when things don't go your way, there is still a lesson, still a blessing, still a reason to keep moving forward. It means trusting that something good can come out of every situation even if you don't see it yet. My brothers and sisters, the mind is powerful. Train it to think positively and your whole life will change. Train your time to be productive. My brothers and sisters, time is one of the greatest blessings we have, yet it is also one of the most wasted. Every single day we are given 24 hours, no more, no less. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what am I doing with my time? Some people say, I have no time. But if you check, they spend hours scrolling through their phones, chatting about meaningless things, or sitting in front of the television watching one episode after another. Then, at the end of the day, they wonder why they haven't achieved anything. The truth is, time does not wait for anyone. It keeps moving. And if you don't take control of your time, it will slip through your fingers before you even realize it. How many times have we said, I will start tomorrow? But when tomorrow comes, we say, maybe next week. And before we know it, years have passed and we are still in the same place. My brothers and sisters, if you don't make use of your time, time will make use of you. Some people wake up in the morning with no plan. They go through the day without purpose, just letting things happen as they come. But successful people, those who truly make a difference in life, the ones who structure their time, they wake up with a goal. They know what needs to be done. They prioritize what is important and don't waste time on what is unnecessary. They train themselves to focus, to be disciplined, to make every moment count. And then we have those who always delay what needs to be done. My brothers and sisters, procrastination is one of the biggest traps. It makes you believe that you still have time, that you can do it later. But later becomes tomorrow, tomorrow becomes next week, and before you know it, the opportunity is gone. If something is important, do it now. If you have a goal, start today. Don't wait for the perfect time because the perfect time may never come. And let's not forget how much time is wasted in arguments, in gossip, in worrying about things that don't even matter. Some people spend hours discussing other people's lives. Some waste their energy debating things that will not benefit them. Some sit and complain about life instead of using that time to improve it. My brothers and sisters, imagine if all that wasted time was used to learn something beneficial, to improve yourself, to help someone in need. Imagine how much progress you would make. And what about our time with our families? Some people are so busy chasing success that they forget the people who matter the most. They say, I'm doing this for my family, but in reality, they don't spend any time with them. My brothers and sisters, success is not just about how much you achieve in the world. It's also about the relationships you build, the love you share, the time you give to those who need you. Make time for your parents, your children, your spouse, your friends, because at the end of the day, those moments are what truly matter. And then we have those who say, I'm too busy to pray. I have too much to do. But my brothers and sisters, if you don't make time for what truly matters, what are you really achieving? Productivity is not just about being busy. It's about being purposeful. It's about using your time in a way that benefits you in this life and the next. It's about finding balance, about knowing when to work, when to rest, when to connect with others, and when to connect with your Creator. My brothers and sisters, time is a gift. Don't waste it. Train yourself to use it wisely and you will see the blessings multiply in your life. Train your soul to connect with Allah. My brothers and sisters, in life, we train our bodies to be stronger, our minds to be sharper, and our skills to be better. But what about our souls? The soul is what truly defines us. It is what carries us through the highs and lows of life. Yet for many people, the soul is the most neglected. We feed our bodies 3 times a day, but when was the last time we fed our souls? Some people say, I don't feel at peace. I feel lost. I feel empty. But my brothers and sisters, how can the soul be at peace if it is disconnected from its creator? The soul was created to find comfort in the remembrance of Allah. When we distance ourselves, we feel restless, anxious, and dissatisfied, no matter how much we have. But when we reconnect, everything changes. Suddenly the burdens feel lighter, the worries feel smaller, and the heart finds a sense of calm that nothing in this world can provide. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you sat in silence and truly connected with your Lord? Some people say, I am too busy, I have too many responsibilities. But my brothers and sisters, life will always be busy. The world will always keep you occupied. If you don't take time to train your soul, the distractions of life will keep pulling you further away. Just like a plant needs water, the soul needs nourishment. And that nourishment comes from remembrance, from gratitude, from moments of sincere connection with the one who created you. Some people only turn to Allah when they have a problem. When everything is going well, they forget. But when they face a difficulty, suddenly they remember. My brothers and sisters, imagine if you had a friend who only called you when they needed something, would you feel? Yet this is how some people treat their relationship with their Creator. But the beauty of Allah's mercy is that He is always there, waiting for us to return no matter how long we have been away. And then we have those who say, I don't feel anything when I pray. My heart feels distant. My brothers and sisters, connection takes effort. Just like a relationship between two people requires time, care, and sincerity, your connection with Allah also needs to be nurtured. You cannot expect to feel close if you never take the time to engage, to reflect, to truly be present in your acts of worship. And let's talk about sincerity. Some people do acts of worship out of routine. They pray, they recite, they fast, but their hearts are not in it. My brothers and sisters, the soul connects when there is sincerity. Even the smallest act, when done with a true heart, can bring you closer to Allah than 1,000 acts done without thought. It is not about quantity, it is about quality. A single moment of sincere connection can change the course of your life. Now, think about the distractions that pull you away. Social media, entertainment, endless worries about the future. These things consume so much of our time. But how much time do we give to our souls? Some people spend hours scrolling on their phones but say, I don't have time to reflect, to pray, to seek guidance. My brothers and sisters, you make time for what is important to you. If your soul is a priority, you will find the time. And then there are those who feel unworthy. They say, I have made too many mistakes. I am too far gone. But my brothers and sisters, no one is beyond hope. The doors of mercy are always open. No matter how many times you have failed, you can always return. The key is to start, even if it is with the smallest step, a whisper of remembrance, a moment of gratitude, a sincere call from the heart. That is how the connection begins. My brothers and sisters, the soul is the essence of who you are. Train it to connect with its Creator, and you will find a peace that nothing in this world can take away.